Multimedia keyboard is illustrated in Figure 3.4. The features of these keyboard will be explained in Section 3.2. Figure 3.3 Multimedia keyboard. The most common keyboard you will see today has 104 keys. As one exercise, please count the keys, as seen in Figure 3.4 of 104 keyboard. Figure 3.4, 104 keys keyboard. https://www.informationq.com/computer. Keyboard slash. If you didn't miss your count, there are 104 keys. Look above again. You will see from your close study of the keys that they seem to be grouped. For your understanding, the keys can be grouped as follows. I. Alphanumeric keys. 2. Function keys. 3. Navigation or cursor control keys. 4. Numeric keypad. V. Control keys. 6. Windows keys. However, you may also refer to the first group stated in alphabetic keys as editing keys because there are some keys having symbols combined with numbers, and some are punctuation keys. Grouping is just to help us understand the various tasks the keys can perform. You can now learn a few things about some of the keys as follows, as you start with a more general grouping. Meanwhile, take a look at Figure 3.5 to view the keyboard groupings. Figure 3.5, Keyboard Grouping, Editing Keys. Due to the influence of the typewriter, the layout of most electronic keyboards closely follow that of the QWERTY keyboard. Remember that the word QWERTY is simply the order of characters on the back row of keys from left to right on a manual typewriter. This layout was used in the design of the English language computer keyboard, possibly to avoid training our typists. As you can see, the editing keys consist of the character keys, numeric keys on the second row, and some keys associated with text inputs. Now, apart from the numeric, alphabetic, and punctuation keys, let us study more closely some other keys associated with editing. Shift keys. Can you locate these keys? They have an up, arrow symbol on them, one on your left and the other on your right. They are simply used to change the characters to uppercase or capital letters, and the symbols appearing on the second row. You must hold down the key while you press the appropriate keys. Self. Assessment Exercise 3.1. List 2 symbols on the second row and 2 elsewhere that you need Shift key to obtain on your text. Screen. Answer to self. Assessment Exercise. On the second row, we have for examples and plus symbols. We also in caps lock key. When you press the caps lock key, an indicator light is on at the top right corner of the keyboard, and any character you type in this mode will be a capital letter. Enter key. This is an essential key you might use more frequently than any other key. On some keyboards, you can identify it with symbol. The Enter key is also called the return key in the older design of electronic keyboards because it plays the role of the carriage. Return of the manual typewriter. Enter key is used to end the current line of the text and start a new one when typing. However, the Enter key can also be used to run a program whose icon is already selected or whose associated button is highlighted. Y. You will get to know more of its uses in other environments ahead. Spacebar key. This key creates a space character. However, watch out, it deletes a character to the right if we insert. Key is off. With insert key on, it simply creates space between 2 characters. That is, its shift forward to the right of the next character. You can also use it to execute an action whose associated button is highlighted. Tab key. This key is used to indent your text as used in paragraphing. When typing, as you will see later, it is also used to change an object, especially text, in dialog boxes. Backspace. The backspace key is identified on the keyboard by the left arrow key on some keyboards. Is used to delete a character to the left of the insertion point. This is to help you to correct possibly a wrongly typed character. Do you have this? Features on a manual typewriter? No. Function keys. These are the keys labeled F1, F2, and F12 on the first row of your keyboard. The use of any of these keys depends on the software you are using. The keys are usually programmed to carry out a number of steps in one single step. However, programmers are united in programming F1 key to open 4. Use a help window where available. Navigation keys. These are the cursor control keys that help you to move around on the screen. They are 4 in number, identified by the left, right, up and down arrows. A group of these keys are also on the numeric keypad, but your number lock key must be in off mode to us. E them lest you see, for example, number 8 typed on your screen when you intend to move upward. Numeric keypad. As you can see, the numeric keypad appears like a simple calculator. It is mainly useful when you have to enter repeatedly numbers. You should normally press the number lock key with the number lock indicator light on when you want to use the number keys of the keypad. Control keys, Control and Alt. There are 2 keys labeled Control and another 2 labeled Alt on the keyboard. These 2 types of keys are normally used in combination with other keys to perform a task. You can therefore see them as modifiers, i.e. they modify the default or the original function of another key. Their uses depend on different programs. For example, if you press Ctrl plus S, that is Control key with S key together in Microsoft Word environment, the action will amount to saving your current document. However, it is a general fact that if you press the following combination of keys, Ctrl plus Alt plus Del, your computer system will reboot itself. Escape key, escape. This key is often used to go back one step or cancel the current command. Hence, its uses also dependent on different programs. Windows keys, Windows and shortcut. The Windows key was introduced a few years ago because of the influence of the Windows operating system. You will learn more about Windows operating system in this course. The Windows key has the window logo, and it is used to activate or simulate the start button on the taskbar instead of using the mouse. The shortcut key is also called the pop-up key. It is simply activated on the screen some menu items associated with your current activity window or selected object. Important remarks. If you look above the cursor, control keys, you have the insert, me, page up, page down, end. Delete keys. These keys are also used mainly in editing environments. In an editing environment, the home and end keys are used to move the cursor to the beginning and the end of the current line, respectively. The insert key allows you to insert characters between texts without overwriting. The delete key, or its equivalent del key on the numeric keypad, allows you to delete the character to the right. Nevertheless, take care. If you leave the del key pressed, all actors to the right will be dragged to the point and deleted one after the other, and almost in quick succession. The more you get used to the keyboard and varieties of computer software, the more you will get to know about various uses of keys on the keyboard. Now, you will appreciate the usefulness of the mouse as another input device. 3.2 Using the mouse. Having introduced you to the mouse in the previous unit, you are now to learn how to use the device. You remember, the mouse has a primary button on the left and a secondary button on the right. If a mouse has 3 buttons, the middle button is rarely used.